What's going on, man? It's your girl, TampaMystic, and we are back with another episode of the Industry's Most Wanted podcast. Listen, we got a special guest checking in tonight. I'm really excited to bring him on, but y'all got to stay tuned for it. Let's go. Hey, we live and direct, man. We got the homie Thoro Byrdy checking in.
Uh,
One of the
uh,
big brothers, you dig?
what's going on? How you doing?
Hey, man, listen, I'm doing blessed. How are you doing tonight?
I'm good, blessed. Can't complain.
Listen, I'm so excited to have you on here. Shaw Cypher is my brother, man. That's my business partner. And,
Yeah,
I've heard so many great things. I seen the interview that you did with him. So I'm
appreciate it.
excited. Yeah, of course, man.
Appreciate it.
We're
Big
live.
shout out to Shop, man.
Shout out
Word.
to Shaw Cypher, man. That's my dude right there. But we're live on 2 Facebook accounts. We're live on Twitter. We're live on Twitch. We're live on YouTube. So we streaming all over the world. You dig? But
Okay.
without further ado, man, give us that official introduction.
Man, what's going on? You already know, man. Be your Thoro Byrdy, working bird the widow. This is what I'm here for, you know?
Big facts, man. Listen, I know that you guys have been putting in work for a long time. So I just really want the people to understand your journey because I think it's important people know the struggles and the ups and downs that you've been through to get where you're at right now because you didn't just wake up one day and get to the position you're at. Like, you had to go through some trials and tribulations, right?
Absolutely.
So
Definitely.
with that being said, man, where did you grow up?
I'm born in Patterson, New Jersey,
Okay.
and I moved to the Poconos when I was in like the 11th grade, and then living in the Poconos, developed from the hood to the woods. It's a different way of living out there in the sticks. And being from the city, I wasn't really too fond of it. But as far as finding yourself and everything like that, that's a great place to be. And I found out, I figured out my purpose and what I wanted to do. A lot of growing pains, but figured it out though.
Absolutely. No, I think that's important. Anybody that knows me knows I'm a major nature junkie. Like I love being outside and I love
Okay.
hiking and stuff like that. So it kind of sounds like an environment that I would totally love.
Oh, definitely. Yeah, all type of resorts, all that.
Yeah.
Back trails, back roads,
Yeah.
mountains, all that good stuff. Yeah.
Oh, that. Yeah, because I feel like a lot of that stuff is God's gifts. He gave it to us for us to enjoy. You know what I'm saying? And
Nah, definitely.
definitely a good place for mental therapy, clear your mind, all that stuff. So, before music became a passion, what did you have a desire to do? Like as a kid, what did every kid says, I want to be this when I grow up. What was that for you?
Um, I wanted to be like a motivational speaker. I'm not sure
Mm,
exactly what type of motivational speaker, but I know I
yeah,
like to engage in conversation. But as I got older and started learning life, I figured out this music was something that I needed to do. And as far as my writing and my consistency, as far as my work ethic, I figure I'll go ahead and put it to the test all the way with it.
right.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
yeah.
Um, growing up where you did, would you say that had any influence on you for wanting to do music? Or if not, what influenced you to do music?
Actually, I'm born in a family of spitters for real. My
Okay.
parents actually spit, yeah, like uncles, everybody. So, being lyrical was like a default in the family. Like you had to rap at a certain level. But
Like, you
through the
gotta rap or
years,
get out.
yeah, seriously, family reunions, cookouts, mad ciphers all the time. I'm from the
Yeah,
essence. I'm from that original hip hop cloth. And it got to the point where it was like, I really should take this serious. And people was like, bro, you got a gift, you talented, you should really go in with it. So I'm like, you know what, I'm gonna do what I can. And then as I started seeing
facts.
results and I started seeing, the fruits of my labor, yeah, get success breeds confidence, and I got the confidence
Absolutely.
to continue. Yeah, so I'm hungry for it now. Yeah, definitely.
And like you said, you have a gift, and I'm a believer in that. In fact, I talk about that quite a bit, that we all have a gift, and some of us find it early on, some of us find it later in life, and that's
Hmm.
cool. There's no really perfect time, or we're not, we're not in competition with anybody else. Shout out to Solar
Absolutely.
235 on the check-in. We see you, big
Ah,
brother.
so big shout out. BB and
What's
G.
going
You already
on,
know. Blood
man?
brothers.
I'm over here as we're doing this. I'm over here posting on Instagram and yeah, we multitasking over here. You dig?
Yeah, yeah. We working. We working. That's a
Letting
fact.
everybody know we live and yeah, here
That's
we
a fact.
go. But you know, who were some of those artists, maybe one or two that, and not necessarily like that you were a fan of their music, but just their hustle. Like you were a fan of their hustle and they inspired you. Who was that for you?
KRS-One and
Okay.
Method Man. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. KRS-One because South Bronx. That's where hip hop originated.
Right.
And I got the
Absolutely.
pleasure of repping 183rd. That's 3PA of how I got down with doing the music. It's an organization that brothers came into the hood and put together for troubled youth to keep us out of the streets. And to put us in situations where we could play football, basketball. We could
Right.
learn how to mix and master. Become an audio engineer or producer or stage artist development, stage presence, teach you how to perform and stuff like that. It was like it was a beautiful situation, and I just took advantage of it, and it put me in a situation where I was around some real big name people, and I got a chance to be backstage in Summer Jam and getting down with different camps and all that. So I got to see how the music life really can be. Like I got inspired by being in these multi-million-dollar studios and being at these events and these venues and seeing how the love is and the networking and how it all plays together. And it was like, yeah, I think it's something that I want to do, honestly.
That is
Serious.
dope, man. You got to experience, it sounds like, almost every aspect of the music business. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
Like you said, they had, camps teaching you how to do like the engineering, mixing and mastering,
hmm
and you got to
hmm
experience the networking portion and meeting
Shout out
people.
to Third Pound. Definitely, definitely. It put me in a great position to do that. That's how I even got in the position to meet Big Rick. That's how I was able to meet Solar and Sha and become blood brothers. So, the whole situation is like, it's like the journey in itself is amazing. And it's like you have to trust in the process, you have to trust in yourself, and you have to believe that you're gonna get there one day, regardless of the circumstances or your situation. And even when you feel like it's too dark, that's when you get the most results. That's when you get that beam of light to keep going.
Please believe it. I'm a believer in that. Like, no matter what we're going through in life, as long as you keep God first in your life, He gonna see you through any situation. And what I've
Absolutely.
personally experienced is in certain situations, it may seem bad, but it's really God's putting you in a greater, a bigger, and better position. When He says move, you got to move. You know what I'm saying? And when He
hmm
says remove this
hmm
person from your life, you got to remove that person from your life and not question it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
And it sounds like you found your passion and your gift, fairly early on in life. Besides creating music and writing and stuff, do you actively do other things within the music industry?
I actually promote mental health awareness and
Okay.
for suicidal victims. I suffer from the mental illness, and
Right.
I think it's something that needs to be spoken on. And like I said before in my previous interview, I speak for the people who are scared and/or ashamed to talk about it. This is something that it's a very delicate situation, and
Yeah,
fighting
absolutely.
fighting through it my whole life. I have gotten to the point where I went through the embarrassment, I went through the I'm ashamed or the scared stage, and it's to the point now I just don't care. So I make that my story. So that's why I don't curse in my music. I don't say the N word. Even though I'm from the hood and all that, I don't need to talk about that. There's certain rules and codes
Absolutely.
we live by, and we don't engage in that. I'm trying to set a different. I'm living by example. I'm trying to set a different tone. I'm trying to set the bar on a different angle, and,
Right.
and break a few stereotypes and break the generational curse as far as our people is concerned. So it ain't just about music with me, it's deeper than that. So I got family who suffer from illnesses, like my mother has lupus and Sjogren's, and
I
my
have
wifey sister.
Sjogren's. Hold on.
Yeah, wow. Wow,
Yo,
that's
that's
heavy.
so crazy. I've
Yeah.
never met anybody else who has Sjogren's syndrome ever in life. My doctor originally thought I had lupus, but when they did the ANA test, I was diagnosed with Sjogren's syndrome. And
Hmm.
people don't understand the half of what we deal with on a daily basis and how our
Yeah, that's
bodies
heavy.
feel.
Yeah, that's heavy.
Yes.
That needs
Wow.
to be focused on, you know. So that's
Yes.
crazy. That's you messed me up right there, Tampa.
That's
Yeah, that's
crazy.
crazy.
I've never met anybody ever who's had Sjogren's before. Wow. Bless your mama's
Yeah,
heart, because I totally get.
nah,
Sometimes
definitely. Shout
people
out,
think
Mom,
we're
dude.
yeah, people think that we're
Mama
like
Jackie, I see you. I see you, Mama Jackie.
people think
Word.
that we're like complaining and whatever. Like,
Uh
hey,
huh. Yeah.
it's a that could be a whole nother, me and your mom Deuce could do a show together.
Nah, definitely, definitely. She into that too. She helped the community out too. She got her lupus support group and Shogun support group and all that. And
Oh,
like I said,
that's
my
so
wifey,
dope.
yeah, my wifey's sister is a cancer survivor.
Okay.
And, and she also suffers from mental illness as well. And we we build on it, and her stories and what she's been through, and it's like wow, like she's so young,
Yeah.
to know that she endured all that. It's like it's amazing. So as far as the music is concerned, yeah, the music is cool, but overall, like this is the bigger aspect of it. This is what I'm trying to do. We gotta change lives. We gotta touch the people. As long as I could touch somebody and I could, change a thought process for the positive, I serve my purpose. Honestly, that's just how I feel. So everything else is honestly
Absolutely.
extra.
Yeah, and I like the fact that you're comfortable with producing good music, and like you said, you're not using profanity and stuff in there.
Yeah, yeah.
That
Nah,
makes you more
definitely.
marketable out the gate, slick. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not knocking people for using profanity
Yeah,
whatsoever,
me
so
neither.
don't
Yeah, shout out. I love bars. I'm from that era, so
right, right.
like,
But if it's I think that if you can put out good music that people can resonate to and you don't have to curse and stuff like that, man, like, that's a talent in itself right there, honestly.
real talk. And also, it also save money too because as far as writing, like, um, every time you record something and it's time for something to get played on the radio, you
Gotta
need
get
a
a
clean
clean version.
version.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's easier to just write as if it's the radio version to begin with. So I
Right,
think and write like video concepts as I'm writing, while I'm writing, everything formulates as I'm creating. So
right.
when it's time for people be like, "Oh, bro, I need a clean version," that's how I know you ain't really listening to my music, or you're not in tune with how I give it up because anything that I do is no cursing and no N word on it at all off the rip. Like, even when I do
Yeah,
features, I don't curse or say the N word. Homie tracks, gang tracks, all that good stuff. I still don't. So and
right.
people don't notice this, so I like to keep it like that. I'm versatile. I'm not in one lane.
Yeah. Makes you
Yeah.
marketable, like I said, out the gate, and, you don't never have to get ready, you're always ready. Like, you never
Always.
know, what if a radio DJ hits you up and says, "Hey, send me your song, I wanna play it tonight," and you don't have a
Mhm.
clean version, you're like, "Dang, what am I supposed to do?" You don't wanna miss
Mhm.
this opportunity, so,
Yeah.
yeah,
Can't miss the opportunity.
facts, man. Shout out to Shy Side for checking in, shout out to Solar checking in.
Sha. Shout out to Flatline, man. Solar. Sha.
Hey,
Big Rick.
we
LOR.
got
You already know, man.
yeah, man, we got people tuning in, from Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, YouTube, all over the place. If you guys are live on any of these platforms, drop a comment. Let my guy Thoro Byrdy know you tapped in. You know what I'm saying? Show him
Uh,
that love, show him that support.
uh, yeah.
So let's talk about the Blood Brothers. What does that mean to you?
Oh man. It means growth. Honestly, Blood Brothers came around at a time where I was in deep depression. I was suffering from my suicidal thoughts real heavy. And I was at
Yeah.
a time in my life where the tower crumbled. Like literally, everybody left me for dead. I lost everything, job, car, like literally a whole cycle
Man.
of things. And
Yeah.
through all that, we're feeling all different type of emotion and anger and betrayal and resentment. Like you name it, I was feeling it. And Solar came through. Solar would come up from upstate, pick me up, take me to the studio, build with me, talk with me, explain to me what Blood Brothers is about. And honestly, it shows improved because a year ago today, I wasn't nowhere near in the situation that I am now.
Right.
Um, like I was completely in the dirt. Like I was completely all the way down. And it's about becoming a better individual, a better father, better son, better man, better brother, better worker, better artist. Anything that you involved with in your everyday living, you must be the best at. That's another reason why my name is Thorough as well. Everything that I do, must be done to the most thorough capacity. I got to
Facts.
do it thoroughly. Everything that I do must be done thoroughly, whether it's business, whether it's writing, whether it's just engaging in conversation, talking with children, has to be done thoroughly, And it's good to be around a group of brothers that you can learn from. A lot of us in the cities, we surrounded up around a lot of negativity that's all we
Right.
around,
Yeah.
and it's not a lot of brothers that really show improve as far as positive is concerned. That's why I say I live by example. A brother could tell you to do good, he could tell you to do X, Y, and Z, but is he doing X, Y, and Z? Is he living by example? Is he
Facts.
living like whenever you speak and you try to drop jewels or drop knowledge on somebody, it goes for you as well,
Right.
and
Like
you
they
can't
say,
just
practice
be
what you preach.
exactly. And my brothers do that to the fullest extent, to the point where it was like, wow, I gotta step my work ethic up. Like literally, like I gotta step
That's good
everything up, man.
though. That's the type
Like
of
that's
people you
great.
want to be around that
Yeah,
makes you,
absolutely.
dang, I gotta go harder. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. So even in regular life situations where you get caught in those scenarios, you think about that before you react to certain things. So
Right.
regardless of who you are as a man, at the end of the day, we men first. Regardless of what you bang or what you rap or whatever, we men first at the end of the day, and that's
That's
what
right.
Blood Brothers is about: taking care of family. Making sure the family is in tune with what we're doing and we growing as a unit. It's deeper than music, and it's showing improving in my everyday life. So Blood Brothers is very special and unique to me because it ain't on no gang at all. It's a real brotherhood about
Right.
self elevation, finding your purpose and making discipline a friend, like a close friend. As long as you
Yeah.
got that discipline, literally nothing's impossible, you know? So
Man, that's
that's what
facts.
Blood Brothers is to me.
Absolutely. And it's about just being the best version of yourself, right?
Absolutely.
That's
Absolutely.
all
The
that's
best
all we
version.
can do. Yeah, we can only be the
Definitely.
best version of ourselves. Like we ain't trying to be nobody else. We're
Hmm.
doing the best we
Yeah.
can to be who we are. And when you have a brotherhood with some people that you really believe in and they believe in you and you guys trust each
Hmm.
other, man,
Yeah.
that's dope because it's rare. It's
Yes.
rare in this
Yes.
world to find people that you can
Yes.
really just put your trust in. Like Shaw Saif and I have been friends and business partners for like a decade, and he's one of the people that I can confide in and talk to about stuff. And I know that it ain't going no
Hmm.
further than that, right?
Real
You
talk.
know,
That's a fact. Like
you
Shy
know,
live by a different code. He's a different type of dude. That's a Brooklyn vet right there. Big up to Shy, man. And he
man,
drops knowledge all the time too. He never manipulates a situation neither. When he see that it can be manipulated, he school you on it. Like, look, bro, this is what you want to do. This is how you go about it. You got to watch out for this. And it's like, wow, like, bro, had that been anybody else, you could have finagled that and came up. So like I
yeah,
appreciate anybody who's genuine from the heart, and I was fortunate
absolutely,
enough to become part of this, and that's why like this is forever. 'Cause that's the type of person I am. I'm a genuine, kind-hearted individual. Even though
right.
we don't, I live the life that I live. That's really who I am, and I'm comfortable with saying that and exposing that. Like I'm done the fear. I'm over the fear. So Blood Brothers is a perfect home, man. And Shy, he does, and he done a lot. Like he does a lot behind the scenes, and nobody even know.
Oh, I,
Literally, so
I
long
already
too.
know. I
Like
know.
so,
We
it's
talk
like
every
so you right.
day.
Word. So you right. You pay homage to brothers like that, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So definitely,
absolutely. It's rare that you meet somebody that's gonna go as hard for you as they do for themselves, and that's just and same thing with
fact,
Solar. You
fact,
got a
fact.
great team of guys around you. Let's talk a little bit about your music journey. I'm a believer that in life, in order to level up or to advance, we have to take risk, right?
Absolutely.
We absolutely have to, because if we don't ever step out on faith and take risk, we're just going to be complacent. We're going to be stuck in the same spot,
Hmm.
right?
Hmm.
So, with
Definitely.
that being said, what would you say has been like the biggest risk that you've taken within this music business that really paid off for you?
Actually dropping my EP, honestly.
Okay.
Uh, I've been doing music forever. I've been rapping my whole life. I've been writing music since I was like 6 years old. Like my
He
first
got
rap was out.
bars, y'all.
Yeah, literally bars. Yeah, yeah. So I've been writing forever, but I had to understand the passion and hobby for the business. I had to understand the difference in it. So once I figured out the difference in it, I was like, yeah, I'm definitely going in. And they say that the talented people, they say that we miss something. It's something that we miss as far as the business. That's why we're so talented. And I was missing it for a minute. So now that I've been rocking with Blood Brothers, you know what I'm saying? It's like, oh, that's what they talk. Oh, okay, I
Right,
get that
right.
too. Like,
Yeah.
all the dots are connecting. It's like, you know what? I'm just gonna shut up. Let me learn this. Let me get this down pat, and then I'm gonna jump back into motion, and that's what I'm doing. So dropping my EP was the biggest thing for me because even though I was down with the D Block camp back in like 2000, early in the years,
Okay.
yeah, definitely. I grew up watching how brothers record, artist development,
Right.
shows. I learned a lot. So I seen that I can't just step out of there half stepping. I ain't want to come out the gate half stepping. I wanted to come out thorough. I
Yeah.
wanted to have a
Thorough.
message. Yeah, I want to have a message. I want to have a unique style. I want to be able to separate myself from everybody else. So with me not cursing, me being part of Blood Brothers, and me being Thoro Byrdy, working Bird the Weirdo, this is what I'm here for, and talking on issues like mental health and suicidal and
Yeah.
anything that people are scared to talk about. I talk about what people are scared to talk about. So that's you know, my biggest accomplishment, honestly. And then seeing the numbers that I'm getting as far as the streams within the month,
Yeah.
like I'm getting a lot of great reviews. I didn't know this was going to have this type of impact. I honestly did not know I was going to have this type of impact. Literally, I was just putting music to put music out, and I got people hitting me and opening up like, "Yo, I suffer from this, I suffer from that," and that's the best part about it. Like when people hit me and open up about their issues, and it has
Right.
nothing to do with music, and it's like, yo, I find it now. I have aunties and people that I've known my whole life who suffer from mental health and never said
Right.
anything. And they
Absolutely.
like, yo, you made it comfortable for me to talk to you about it. I'm like, wow, like seriously, like so. This is something I know I got to do, and that's why they call me the weirdo because it's like, oh, bro, you weird for that, like I'm like, yo, bro, end of the day, end of the day, I'm G'd up. You know what I'm saying? I'm not scared of nothing. I got nothing to prove to nobody. You know what I
That's
mean?
right.
I don't need nobody approval. And I'm a man at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? And it's for the children as well. I'm trying to set a real example to show
Yes.
like the growth in my journey. So I'm just don't want everybody to see like the come up in the positive. Nah, you gotta see the struggle as it goes. You gotta see the transformation. So that's what it's about. This right now, we dropping this EP. It's the biggest thing for me. So I'm just embracing. I'm taking it all in.
Absolutely, because one thing in life, we cannot skip the struggle. We got to go through stuff. And like you mentioned earlier on, people have, different, whether it's health ailments or maybe mental health issues
Hmm.
or, depression. A lot of people don't talk about it because they're ashamed of it.
Yeah.
When I was younger, like I had my son at 19 years old and I struggled, man, like, because I was a single mom right out of high school.
Hmm.
And,
Hmm.
um, I was ashamed to tell people that there was months I didn't know if I was gonna be able to pay my rent. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Nah, real talk.
and,
That's real talk.
but now that I'm, like, older, I like sharing that story with people to tell people you can overcome that. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't
Yeah.
be ashamed of whatever it is because we're human, right? We all go through
Absolutely.
similar stuff, and please don't let social media fool y'all. People
Real
only
talk.
post the good stuff on there, but when they get off social
Yeah.
media, their life is a mess. So don't let social
Hmm.
media fool you guys thinking that it's all beautiful and you got to
Yep.
look a certain way or live a certain
Hmm.
way because
Hmm.
that's just they doing all that for clout. I
Real
promise
talk.
you.
Nah, that's real talk. Don't get blinded by the mirage. That's all
Yes.
smoke and mirrors.
All
That's
I'm
another
about to
reason why I'm
say,
called
it's
the
all
weirdo.
smoke and mirrors. Facts.
All smoke and mirrors. That's why I give you the good with the bad. I talk the real authentic. I don't rock jewels or nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm all the way real with it. I'm from the essence. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So like I said, I got a message with it. Like you're gonna see my journey. I'm in the industry at a low level. I'm trying to come up. I'm trying to do it the right way. Network with people, build. You know what I'm saying? And as people see me doing this, and if they see my progression, they gonna see the growth with the progression. They're gonna be like, "Wow, I remember that brother was, X, Y, and Z. Now he true and true. He thorough. All right. No, that's what it's all about at the end of the day. For real.
Absolutely. Like again, just being the best version of yourself. And that's all we can do. And if some people are
Mm-hmm.
gonna resonate with it, some people aren't, and that's cool. We ain't out here
Mm-hmm.
trying to please everybody. You know what I'm saying? We rock
Facto.
with those who rock
Facto.
with us. Um, we in a new year, right? 2022, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I can't believe it's almost February already. Like this year is just
Yeah.
flying by. But
Word.
um, what can we expect to see from Thoro Byrdy, the Blood Brothers throughout 2022?
Everything. Every month, something dropping. Shout out to Flatline. He just dropped his project on the 11th of January this month.
So,
Signal Found. I'm on that too. We got Legends Never Die coming out in February 22nd. I'm on every joint on that too, like 14 tracks, all Blood Brothers, you know. Then Sha coming out in March with his album Raw Stories. I'm on that too. You feel me?
man,
I think
working.
Solar pulling up with straight work. That's what we do, straight work. I think Solar pulling up with his project. I think Lyrical Crucifixion 3 or another EP. I'm not sure which one. You know what I'm saying? That brother is really a ghost. He really be working. You unpredictable like the weather. You know what I'm saying? But I'm whatever he drops, I'm on that too. You know what I'm saying? I got my album coming out. I got a mixtape done that's about to be dropping soon. You know what I'm saying? Hosted by yours truly. You know what I mean? Real
You
talk.
better believe it. Hey,
Uh-huh. You know
hey,
what I'm
hey.
saying? So we
It's gonna be the
working, we
biggest
working.
thing ever. Y'all stay tuned for
Real talk,
it.
real talk. You know what I'm saying? Just the beginning. But yeah, we working, man. It's been a beautiful thing, you know, and like I've been waiting for this a long time, even though like I went through a lot of pain to get here. It was worth
Yeah,
it. Like, and this goes for anybody who suffers from depression or suffer from suicidal thoughts or any type of mental health illness. Like, don't feel like you're the only one who feels the way you're
facts.
feeling. Your
Facts.
racing thoughts, your extreme thoughts. This is why it's not our place to judge anybody, you know. And there are groups, there are people out here that suffer from what you're suffering from that could talk to you, that
Yeah,
you could jump groups that you could jump in and feel like you're part of a tribe because it's lonely when you're going through that depression. I ain't
right,
believe in mental health until I went through it. You know,
right.
I'm a
Absolutely.
person who was on top of the world. I'm a person who people depended on me on a number of different levels. You know, so mental health was like, nah, like I used to look at that as being weak too, you know, and until it happened to me, you know,
Right,
and then when my whole world crumbled, everything that I normally do, you know what I'm saying, everything that I live by code and all that good stuff, that don't mean nothing when you going through depression, when you when
right.
you when you in pain from head to toe, when you waking up wanting to die, when you don't understand your emotions and your feelings, you don't understand the rageful, the anger you have inside, or how to channel different type of energies. Like it's hectic, you know, it's real
Yeah,
hectic, and that's what I'm here for. I'm here to speak on these different type of energies, and you know, a lot of pain. I'm speaking for the people who have no voice, who just scared to talk. They got a voice, but they scared to talk. They scared of how the world's gonna look at them. That's why I'm the
right.
weirdo. There's no fear here. You know what I'm saying? I don't care how you look at me. You know what I mean? Real talk. End of the day, do
Facts.
something. You know what I mean? Like 100.
I like weird because to me that means
Word.
different. And I'm big
Definitely.
on, people just being themselves, being authentic. And
That's what it's about. That's what it's
this,
about.
especially in this music business, man, like you have to figure out ways to stand out, not fit in. Like you can do the same thing that other people are doing. For example, there's a million other people who do podcasts, right? But I'm
Hmm.
always trying to innovate and figure out, okay, what can I do bigger? What can I do better? As an artist, the same thing. There's a lot of other rappers and artists out there. Okay, that's
Hmm.
cool, but you got to figure out, what makes you stand out and how can you stand out from everybody else. And with that being said, with there being so many other artists out there, why would people want to tap in and tune in with Thorough Birdie before they would
Hmm.
anybody else? What makes you so unique and different? Just your realness?
I got a story to tell, you know, and I come from a cloth that's so authentic and it's in tune with the essence of hip hop or how hip hop was started. Period. So everything that's going on now, all over the world, that's hip hop related. I'm from the cloth of that, you know?
Yeah.
And I'm not even born in New York. You know, third pound, they claim me. I'm not even born in New York. I'm from Jersey. I'm from Patterson, and I rep the Poconos. You know, I'm in the woods. So that lets you know how thorough I am. Like, everywhere I go, I be in New York. I be down south. They ask me where I'm from. I tell them the Poconos. But really, I'm born in Jersey. It ain't where
Okay.
you from, it's where you at. You know what I mean? So wherever I'm at, that's where I represent. So if I'm in PA,
Facts.
that's where I'm at. I'm in PA. You know what I mean? Yeah, I'm
Right.
from
No, for
Jersey.
real.
I've been down south, but this is where, yeah, this is where I lay my head. This is where I represent. I go to the store, the Aki's know me. You know what I'm saying? This is what it is. You know what I mean? This is, you got to be who you got to be. You got to be real with it. I'm not about to say that I rep the Poconos, but I live in Wyoming. You know what I'm saying? Like it don't play. Yeah, it don't play. So I just like to be authentic with everything that I do. That's why I'm thorough, man. That's why I'm working with the weirdo, and plus people. That's another thing that get me touched. Well, another reason why I'm the weirdo. Everybody like, oh, that weirdo this and weirdo that. Weirdo is being you. Like
Yes.
end of the day, your most popular or most prestige person has weird ways. There's something about them that's weird that makes them unique. That's what makes them unique. That's what makes them
Yes.
special. It's your weirdness that makes you special. So if you're able to embrace your weirdness, if you're able to embrace that part of you that make people feel uncomfortable or look at you differently or just, find you intriguing, you got to
Yeah.
embrace that. And that's what I do. I embrace that. I'm not scared of that. So the weirdo, working bird, this is what I'm here for. Literally. Like, literally.
Big
Word.
facts. In fact, I got one of your records that we're gonna check out in just a minute, featuring
Okay.
Solar 235. But before we
Right.
get in that, there's always three things that I gotta do before we check out the music. Is that cool?
Cool.
All right. But before the before, is we're gonna do the social media and all that stuff. Is there anything else that you got coming up on your radar? We talked about the projects and stuff. Is there anything else on your radar that you want to make sure people are tuned into?
Um, no, not actually. No, just stay tuned to Spotify for all the get the pre-releases of the new projects coming out. Stay in tune on the YouTube. Go follow the YouTube. Go follow anything that's Thoro Byrdy or Blood Brothers related. Seriously, like that's just where I'm at with it. But other than that, it's just music that's coming out right now. Just
And
music that's
all
coming out.
positive energy and positive
All
vibes. You
positive
dig?
energy.
You dig?
Always, always.
All
Straight
right.
that.
So here's the three things we got to do, man. Number one, of course, tell them your social media. Where can they follow you at on all your platforms?
You can follow me at Thorough_Birdie on IG, Thorough Birdie on everything else. It's Facebook, YouTube. You want to go on Spotify? It literally don't matter. Twitter, TikTok, Thorough Birdie. Same thing, running all the way down.
So,
Thorough
and
Birdie,
that's
100.
that's good that you consistent across the board. You got to be so people can find you easier,
Yeah,
right?
absolutely, definitely. Gotta make it easier for 'em.
Number two thing that we got to do, man. I always believe we have to give people their flowers while they here. Pay
Oh,
homage
that's
to the
love.
people that support you, all that stuff. Who do you want to show some love and shout out to?
Oh man, I got a long list, man. Shout out to my mama bear. My wifey, man, she been putting a lot of promo, putting a lot of work dealing with me writing and my mental health and she been a
Yeah.
big asset to this. Seriously, it's rare you find somebody that, you can partner with that'll back you and hold you down and keep you right. So big shout
Yes.
out to my baby, you know what I'm saying? Love you, ma. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my parents, real talk, my mother and my father, you know what I mean? They real spitters, my little sister. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my grandmother. Shout out to my whole family, the Smith family, the Swan family. Literally, you know what I mean? Shout out to 183rd Bees. That's how I got down with 3PA in order to do this music journey. Get down with the D Block camp and everything like that with Team Arlists and able to go backstage with Summer Jam and be in the studio with all these different blue check and celebrities. So that was great.
Yeah.
Big shout out to Rick, Big Rick, man, LOR. You know what I'm saying? That's how I was able to meet Solar for Blood Brothers and off of Solar, I was able to meet Sha. You know what I'm saying? So I'm extremely grateful for that. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Word. Shout out TampaMystic for putting me in a situation where I'm even able to be here building. Real talk. She did a
You
lot for my brother,
did.
man. You pay a lot of homage. You know what I'm saying? So homage needs to be shown here too. You deserve the same thing, Tampa. Real talk. You did a lot for the culture. You know what I mean? And doing my history and my homework to talk for my brothers alone and seeing how you helped him out to get where he at. That's major. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That speaks volumes. That literally showing improving. You know what I'm saying? So I
Thank you.
greatly appreciate that. Shout out to Mama Jackie, you know what I'm saying? My wifey mom, she always posting and sharing my stuff, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to my cousins,
Yes,
my
she was in here
uncles.
earlier. Shout out to Mama
Yeah,
Jackie.
yeah, shout out to Mama Jackie. Word. Anybody, man, anybody who literally I never met before, but always share my music. I got people on social media when I was going through my depression who actually helped me out, sending me motivational speeches and and sending me invitations to groups to jump in as far as my mental health and my emotions is concerned. And I met a lot of good people, like besides the music. They don't even know I do music. It's just that we built on the individual aspect
Right.
and character, and we struggling from the same thing. So shout out to everybody who just showed me love and don't even know who I really am. You know what I'm saying? That's major facts. And yeah, real talk. That's what it is. God
Nah,
so love the
for
God. You
real.
know what I'm saying? The source. Appreciate the universe for putting me in this situation. You know. So I'm just embracing it all. I'm embracing it all.
You getting lots of love in the chat from your brothers too, man.
Word, man. Love my brothers to death, man. Biggest supporters, man. It's always, and you know what's funny about that? We all been in groups before. We all been in different groups. You know what I'm saying? And then we come together here, and it's rare that you be in a group and brothers backing you. It's always hate. It's always animosity. It's always somebody
Always.
who wants the limelight. I don't care about none of that. This ain't about being famous for me. This ain't. I already got clout. I know who I am. I ain't worried about no clout. You know what I'm saying? This is different from me. We got a mission to accomplish. So, like I
It's
said, this
about
is a
being
blessing.
thorough.
It's a blessing. Seriously.
Yes. The last thing we gotta do before we get into this record, man, we are live and direct on the industry's most wanted podcast with your girl TampaMystic, right? So
Mhm. Mhm.
I got to know what makes Thoro Byrdy the industry's most wanted.
Oh, because he's a lyrical monster. He's a lyrical assassin with no cursing, no N word, and he sing a little bit too. He does it all. You can't put me in one box. I don't have one
Ho-
lane.
Hold
You
on
know.
now. Don't tell me that because I'm gonna make you sing right now.
Oh nah, you don't wanna hear that. I'm gonna need the auto tune and all. You don't wanna hear that. I sing bass. You know what I'm saying, like Barry White. You know what I mean? Straight up, it's straight bass off the rip. Word. But word, that's what separates me. And my knowledge and my approach, my delivery. You know, I'm really a weirdo. I'm a weirdo people scared of. You know what I'm saying? When you listen to my music, everything that I lay, it's a message in it. Everything that I lay. So whether people take time to listen, the ones that do take time to listen to see, like, oh yeah, this brother talking that talk. And when they hear that, it's like, okay, like, yeah, you don't really want to play with me. That's what separates me. You know what I'm saying? I'm the
I don't
weirdo for
know.
real.
I think they said in the chat that they want you to sing a little bit.
Nah, they don't want me to sing. They don't want me to see. And probably Solar saying that shit. Probably Solar.
Yes, that's too funny. So listen, we about to get into this record. The record is titled The Weirdo, correct?
Facts.
Who
Major
produced it?
facts. I'm not sure, man. That's why you gotta holler at Solar, man. Solar, like, that's like the gatekeeper, bro. He got all the beats. You know what I'm saying? That's how I got my whole EP. He sent me my whole EP, like, yo, bro, here you go. He's like, yo, make that thorough. I'm like, I ain't say no more, bro. You know what I'm saying? Started writing to it. I had to make it thorough. Like, that's just how I give it up. You know what I mean? So, but I
Yeah.
really don't know. We gotta build with Solar, but shout out to Solar 235 though, man.
Solar
Word.
235 is said you gotta sing.
They call me Birdie Vandross in the group chat. They be busting my chops all the time.
Oh, my
Group the
cheeks hurt.
Birdie. Yeah.
You don't want to spit nothing in for us?
Oh, I spit, son. I spit, son. See, when
Come
I
on
entered this
now.
rap game,
Let's
see, when I
go.
entered this rap game, they tried to keep me shadowed. Wouldn't peep the vowels and only try to use me for battles. But I don't allow where my bars be making the moves like apples. With this flow I paddle, trying to go further than what I have to. Instead of kicking the gravel, I'd rather stand like a statue. I drive with amazing grip, and I'm waiting to snatch you. I snap you, then grab you, then beat you in your back with an axe. Slow bipolar, dog. If it happens to grab you, brace yourself. You just endanger your health and playing with wealth and get your head blown. Brains on your belt. Look, that stain ain't gonna help, and I don't understand all the pain that he felt. I just know that he deserved it, so I gave it with help. See, you the son and I'm the father, Duke, and I'm not to be bothered too. When I run with a harmful crew, you would swear that I called the zoo. You better call your troops. And my dogs eating all the food, and we crew breaking all the rules, and we move in the auto crews with dudes that slaughter you. The tools leave them more confused. We all abuse. I bang the beat till I blown a fuse. So artistic, my mannerism is something vicious. I'm humble with it, the death of thorough. These brothers wishing I'm still living, I'm still gripping, we still splitting. I'm doing some real living. These brothers are still kidding. Light off the
Bro,
top, off the
I
top.
love how you switched up your flow on that. Like you over here spitting bars, but still
Yeah,
put a
that's light.
twist on it. Like, bro, like that was fire. You did that.
No, that's light. That's light. That's off the top. No cursing, no N word. That's light. But I appreciate it though. I appreciate it.
Course. And you got people in here that said hey to their nephew. They're proud of you. You
Oh,
got
love.
bars, you know what I'm saying? So
Yeah, my family always supporting, man. Shout out to all my uncles, man. My uncle Just, my uncle Self, you know, my Aunt Shauna, my Aunt Paulette, my Aunt Bebe, my Aunt Trisha, my Aunt Sharon, my Uncle Sid. I got mad fam. My family
what's up,
ODD.
family?
Word, family ODD. Shout out to the Grants, you know, shout out to the Smiths, you know what I mean? Shout
Most
out to the Swan,
definitely. Man,
Brown,
family is
word,
everything because it's
everything.
irreplaceable. It's irreplaceable.
Irreplaceable. I
Yeah,
choose. I want the same one. If I had to do it again, I want the same exact one. I want the same exact situation. If I had to do it all over again,
man.
real talk,
Me too. Me too. I
real
wouldn't
talk.
change anything about it whatsoever, man. Well, listen, I'm so glad that you took some time with us tonight. Thank you for being here. We're about to get
Nah, I
into this record
appreciate it.
though. Oh man, it's all love.
Yeah.
This ain't gonna be the only time we do this. Now, once the
Oh,
project
no,
comes out,
yeah.
we're gonna do this again, right? We're
Oh,
gonna do a
definitely.
virtual listening party. That's what you and I are gonna do. How about that?
Okay, that's dope. Yeah, yeah, that's dope. I'm with that.
That'll be dope. We'll invite people to come in. We'll go through the tracks on the project and let them get an
Hmm.
exclusive listen, maybe like right before it drops or something like that.
Yeah, yeah, that's dope. I'm with that.
Bet. So we about to get into this record, man. I need you to give me that really dope official introduction to it.
Yo, you already know, man. Thoro Byrdy, Working Bird the Weirdo. That's what I'm here for. Blood Brothers, BBMG presents The Weirdo, man. Featuring Solar 235 off the EP, Working Bird. You understand? Thoro Byrdy. You heard me?
Hey,
Huh?
let's
Huh?
go.
Industries most wanted.
Some tough situations, but kept going forward. So keep grinding, my G. Feel me?
8 bars got him like we don't respect rappers. The art of revenge, solo go war for the pen snapping. Backpack gun at the side with the game lacking. I'm done with the change, now I go back to them days clapping. The clip spun backwards, the mag is insane lagging. The crack in your brain open, the size of your face blacked in. No F's given, this blood brothers a sharp hit. A couple smart sinners are sicker than local drug dealers.
Turning my back isn't an option. Who was there for me when I was stuck at the bottom? Showed all that love for nothing, look where it got me. Paper is the only discussion, who got a problem for real? Blood work, I'm a blood brother, ain't no cheese. I'ma bring the
I'm gonna
beef
bring
like
the
it's
beat like it's
but it's
Fuck.
I make them
Huh?
bleed. Love touches too extreme, we'll drop the clip, let the gun butcher. The birdie on fire and they hate that, face that. So on just like an 8-track, way back. I'm in the woods, third row, rocking like ASAP. From the hood, thinking that you good, I'ma take that. Overlooking, misunderstood, and I hate that. Limitation causing all these barriers, I break that. Time for payback, King Kong when I ate that. Love the state fact, stay back or get your face smashed. All of that pain in the soul, these
Huh?
are the and shown. Some
Huh?
take control.
Hey.
Yes, it's the way that it goes. He's the working bird. He's the
Back.
widow.
Weirdo.
And in that pain, what he here for? They
Huh?
all trying to give an earful. You dealing with a weirdo. All of that pain in his soul. These are the things that can show. Something out of control. Yes, it's the way that it goes.
Huh? Huh?
Finally, they've been waiting a long time. Gotta flee
Back.
away from the dark and you won't shine. Work ethic starts with self for the whole grind. Centimeters
Huh?
into the yards, the whole nine. Oh, yeah, working for the weirdo. Gotta get it poppin', baby. This is what I'm here for.
Solar is still telling you to sing, bro. Sing.
Wow, dude.
One task, we got one time, like one mic with one passion, one word, all to make magic. All of that pain in the soul.
Next time I'll sing. I got you, Solar. Next round.
He's got to warm up his vocal cords.
Word. I gotta drink some tea and honey and all that. You know what I'm saying?
They already trying to give an earful. Dealing with a weirdo.
Word.
All of that pain in the soul. These are the things that can
Appreciate that, man. Appreciate that.
control. Yes, it's the way that it goes.
Hey, we ain't gonna let you
Yeah.
lay that down. You got to sing next time you
Yeah.
come back.
Yeah, I'm singing next time I come back. I know. Solar ain't gonna let me rock off that. I got you. I got you.
Man, it was such a pleasure to have you on here tonight. You have a great energy, and I love everything that you stand
Thank you.
for. You know, to help other people because, like you said, you're that voice for a lot of people who may be going through stuff, whether it
Yeah.
be mentally, physically, or whatever,
Mhm.
and they're just afraid to talk about it. So
Yeah.
definitely keep doing
Yeah.
what you do, man. Big blessings coming your way. I'm excited to be
Appreciate
working
it.
with you. It's gonna be a beautiful
Yeah,
2022.
I'm excited.
Claim it.
Yeah.
All that. So thank you guys, everybody who tuned in and tapped in tonight. If you guys missed any part of this interview, it will be on Industry's Most Wanted YouTube channel. So you can go back, like, comment, let them know that you checked in. Make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel while you're here too.
Real talk, man. Yeah. That notification bell in the corner, you heard?
All that. You know what I'm saying? So once again, man, look, see, Solar say he proud of you, you know what I'm saying?
Thank you, bro. Appreciate you, man. Love you, big bro.
My babe just tuned in, you know what I'm saying? He in the other
skills,
room.
man. Appreciate you, man. They skills fire too, man. That's another thing. I be getting to notice a lot of the different artists, man. There's a lot of brothers out here doing their thing. Yo, big shout out to that brother right there, man. I'm a fan. You heard him. Hip hop first. I'm hip hop first. That's real talk. I'm a fan first. That's
man.
100.
That's dope. Well, listen, every time, he said, she gonna make you sing next time. Yes, I am, because he knows I always make him sing here at the house.
I got you. I already know, bro. I already know. I'm getting messages right now as I'm on the show, like, yo, why you ain't singing? Yo, hit a note. I'm like, yo, next time. I got it.
That is funny. Well, listen, thank you guys for tapping in, man. We about to get up out of here. Appreciate you, bro. It was a pleasure to have you on here tonight.
Always a pleasure, man. Thank you. God bless, man. Everybody, man. Salute to the chat, man. Everybody be safe. Positive energy and vibes, you heard?
Yes.
Spoken Byrdy Weirdos. That's what I'm here for, man.
Hey, Solar is still talking about sing.
Yes. This guy crazy. Hey, yo, he's crazy. But Tampa, thanks again, man. I appreciate you sincerely, yo. Keep representing, keep going hard, man. We behind you, you heard?
Most definitely. Y'all have a